Hi Flosstube friends, Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches. Thank you for taking time to join me today, and I'm here to talk about my cross stitch. I'm sorry that it's been a little while. I've had a lot of life stuff happening, which I will maybe fill you in the end if I feel like it. But I'm very much a get to the stitching kind of floss tuber, so I like to show you what I've been doing and getting straight into it. Welcome to my couple of new members. Really appreciate you popping along. Hopefully you like what you see. I'm taking this moment to film. It is currently Saturday the 27th of May, and it is season 5 episode 5. Oh my goodness. Taking this moment to film because I was meant to have only one kid at home, but another one's just walked back in. Constant noise, family, you know, it's very hard to do things when you have a very busy family. So let's get into it. Last time I saw you was on the 30th of April, and May has continued to be a very relatively unproductive month for my stitching. I don't know what it is about May, but May and me just don't agree. So I'm going to go through and tell you what I've stitched on. It's in no particular order necessarily. I'll just go chronologically and we'll see what we come up with. First one, I can't show you. It was a model stitch that I am submitting for the Next Down the Rabbit Hole magazine for their sampler edition, and I've called it Number Quaker. So really excited to have a new style design under production. So you'll have to watch out for that. Hopefully, you know, next month or so I'll be able to share that with you. And the Down the Rabbit Hole magazine is run by an Australian lady, Nicole, who runs DD Stitchery, and she's just flipped it over to going with the Patreon system for getting it. So I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I'm happy to keep designing for it anyway. So I finished off that with about another 500 stitches. I had to finish that, so that's super exciting. Then I did have a new start. So everything's in a bucket here next to me, in no particular order. So you're just going to have to bear with me. Here it is. Did I bring the picture? I don't know where the picture's gone. All right. I thought I put everything in here. All right, the Greenhouse of Oddities cell. I've got bitten by the cell bug. They're all launching this month, and I got started, and this is where I'm up to. So I have finished all of this side of the greenhouse and heading into the middle, which is lucky because the first clue has probably been released this morning. I haven't looked yet, and it's to stitch in this bit here. So I've got a bit more to do on this. I really want to try and stay up with it. That's the whole fun of a cell, is to do it along the way as it goes. So I did do a fair bit on this. This is, I always go and raid my die spots to stitch on. This die spot is a die spot because, I don't even know if you can see it. Can you see that tiny bit of purple there? That's what made this a die spot. So this is a piece of 28 count opalescent, just my regular Australian fat quarter size, and it's in purple marble. So I thought that made a nice backdrop for the Greenhouse of Oddities cell. So that one is on the list to keep working on. Does mean I have to finish 2 more, but that's okay. All right, the main piece I've been working on is Christmas by the Cricket collection, and I did set myself a goal to finish this piece this month. So put a photo here of where it was before, and I really need to pay attention to which side it goes on. Just crazy life at the moment. I'm getting there. I only have got, what is it, 27th, 4 more days to try and achieve my goal, but that's where I'm up to. So we've pretty much got the rest of it's done. I've still got to go C and H, and I've just got to do a couple of back stitching and details on the A and the S, but the middle ones are all done. So I'm up to here, and my biggest problem is finding the colors. This one is on a piece of Witch's Brew, Ada, in, I think it's 16 count, obviously by Paddock Lane Designs. It's just like an offcut that I had, and I thought it would look good for this piece. They're just very un-Christmassy colours. So that has been a big focus and will continue to be a big focus for my stitching over the next few days, trying to get that one finished. So yeah, lots of stitches on that, lots and lots and lots. I did have a couple of days, 3 days so far this month where I didn't get to stitch at all, thanks to life. I did some work on my Nutcracker village. So let's see, this one is better. Working down here, finishing off most of that one, and then coming across and starting this one. So this was on my goal to get finished by June. That goal is gone. It's still a goal, but it has definitely had the extension. So yeah, I did lots of stitching on my Nutcracker to get that through to there. The next one, I don't know where it is. It's not hiding out in this box. It was my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I did get 1,001 stitches into that, which completed the WIPCO goal for the month for that, which is great. So my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, I have to put a picture here to show you what that looks like. Then, you know, Christmas keeps interspersing with all these. I decided I needed a project to work on in the car, and this one's meant to be in the car, but it hasn't got there yet. Well, it got there, but it got back out. And it's one of these little house ones, reading. And I'm doing the 4 of these on one piece of fabric. So I already done gardening. So my reading, well, it's a bit weird to see. I moved the Q-snap for my daughter when she was in hospital, and she didn't end up doing any. So I can put it back to show you guys. This is on one of my old ice dyes. Like, how wacky is this fabric? A wacky ice dye. So there's my reading. So I got a bit more stitches done on that. The bottom is all finished, so now I'm working up the person. Let's finish the tree. So it shouldn't be too long to have a finish on reading, which does count as a finish, but because I'm doing all 4 on the one, it's not a whip. It's not a whip finish for me until it's finished. It's not over till it's over, till the fat lady sings. All right, I need to find out what that reference is for. Obviously some operatic reference to when the Sopranos sing something, but I really need to find out what that is. As a music teacher, I feel I should know that. Okay, I worked on reading. Now, the next one I worked on was Winter by the Cricket Collection, because it was the other goal that I was trying to get finished this month. Now, no chance at all that Winter by the Cricket Collection is going to get finished. Here is what Winter looks like on the model. And we are failing with the light. There. Working our way to the end. So we've still got lots to do on Winter. This is on Paddock Lane Designs. Tropical, oh, it's not Tropical Ocean. I can't remember what this one's called. Anyway, it's really nice, navies and turquoises. So there's heaps more to be done on the Winter by the Cricket Collection. So it will just have to stay in rotation till it gets done. That looks like, oh, one more. Almost all I worked on. Now, I haven't shown you this one for a while, and I've been promising it, and I brought it out today. My Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf. There you go. That's where we're up to on the first shelf, and I'm working on 2,000 stitches actually on the elephant, because the elephant makes noise. This is on my big Omnic frame, which makes it big and unwieldy, but really nice to stitch on. So it just lays across me, and it's so nice to be able to see everything, see where I'm up to. So I think, whoops, sliding down. I think that is all my stitching that I have done. Now, I haven't added up this week yet. I know it's nearly the end of the month, but Jenny's back on the 1st of June, so we'll probably be back with another video, and I can wrap off my month then. This is really the mid-month one that's late. But in the first week of May, I did 2,956 stitches the second week 3,749, and the third week 1,614. You know, for me, that's pretty bad. I try to do about 5 or 6 a week if I can. Anything less than 4 I consider pathetic for me. I do it for my mental health, and my mental health is not had time to care for with everything else going on. All right, so plans. Well, we have to finish Christmas. That's the plan. However, you know how I said I got sucked into sales? We have a new start coming today, in fact after this video, on this beautiful piece of garden meadow, opalescent 28 count by Paddock Lane Designs. It's also in the dye spots. I don't know why. I think it's because of that little spot there. I don't care. So this one is my piece that I am going to be starting the Frosted Pumpkin Homecoming Castle on. So it has been released, and I am stitching along with my friend Jackie and Tiffany and some others, so I'm starting that one today. All right. So that then leads me to haul. And I do not have much in the way of haul. And some of these might be out of date, and I honestly don't know if I showed you these or not. I don't think so, because I haven't filmed for a while, so I feel like I haven't. So we have our Thread Club from Weeks Dye Works that I buy these through Stitch in Time in Tasmania. Hi Caroline. So look at those beautiful colours for Weeks. These are M's for Weeks, so I'm about halfway through the Weeks. My Gentle Arts are up to S's, and my Classic Colour Works are up to P's. So really pretty. I'm looking forward to having the whole set to use in my designs and be able to colour convert. I've got a Silks for You that I've missed some time, so I need to show you this because they're beautiful. I love my Silks for You. Alright, what we've missed showing you is a Silk of the Month, which is the specialty dyes, and this was from March. Missed showing you March. Look at those beautiful greens, the beautiful gradient. Oops, dropped off the light one. Such great skill the girls have doing these. What a lovely gradient of greens. And then the April ones came in, and they also are a gradient. I'm sensing a bit of a theme happening at the moment. Look at the beautiful purples. There we go. They're just so yummy. You just want to eat them. They are just gorgeous. So they are my Silks for You that have come in. So that's all. Oh no, there's a bit more personal haul. I have to stop and get down. Sorry about that. All right, while I was getting my other haul, just going to interject with Once Upon a Fairy Tale. So I started on the 3rd shelf, and this month I was working down here in all these greens and browns. So that's where Once Upon a Fairy Tale is up to. All right, now I don't have to put that photo in. Yay, less editing. Okay, I got some orders in for some friends of some charts, and some of them have gone to friends already, but in particular I continue to get my big city Christmas order for me. So we've got it's called the street scene. Look at that little yellow taxi. We've got the restaurant, the hotel, theatre, and the toy store. So there's obviously a real colour theme happening with these. So they're, I've got to put them in a safe place, and it's, my friend Debbie says I need a box called Safe Place because I can't find things often. All right, so that is what I bought for my haul. My plans are to finish Christmas this month, start the Frosted Pumpkin Stitch Along. Still have to do my my craft room sale for the month, and also I need a bit more nutcracker. So lots happening. I'm not going to reach my goals in May full whip go. I'm not going to get all the stitches done on the Amazing Animal Kingdom, so it's going to have to roll over to next month. The net whip go numbers would have been called. I haven't had time to look, so you'll hear about them next one. All right, so Paddock Lane Designs. I got this in for my friend Sue from Barbara Anna Designs. Let It Snow. Tis the season, Santa Season by Amy Brookinen. Just going through the alphabet. And Annabella's All Things Autumn. So they're on the way to my friend Sue. And I said the others already got theirs. All right, the other things. Very exciting Paddock Lane Designs news. I have launched the Paddock Lane Designs Fabric of the Month Club. After many months of people asking me, I have done it. If you go to my Facebook group, there's a link there to a form. Sorry, wouldn't be a Flosstube without me yawning, would it? A fabric, so you can get the fabric in your choice of count, and you can get it either as a fat half, or, fat quarter or fat eighth. Aida or linen or even weave at this moment. So 14, 16, 18 count Aida or 20 count. I've started to have a few people ask me about 20 count. 28 or 32 count even weave, so that's Lugano and Murano. 28, 32, 36 or 40 count linen. That's what I'm offering at the moment. So if you're interested, it's a great price, great product. You can pay for it each month, and the idea is that you get a random piece of fabric that I dye, especially for the color of the month. Sometimes I might dye a regular color, sometimes I might dye a bit more of an unusual color. It's just the luck of the draw. Build up your stash. It's a great thing to do with fabric of the month. And also the thread of the month, Cottage Garden thread of the month. The next threads have come in, and I haven't sorted these out into the correct months, but this is the one that sets 3 and 4, and those who are getting it know that you're getting a monthly design for free. So got a lot of muted tones happening this month, and I have managed to design a March and an April themed patterns to utilize these threads. So there's half of them, and here's the other half. So if you sign up, sets 3 and 4, some merged combination of these. Beautiful threads, they are just so lovely. I've been using them in lots of my designs now. So really happy with it. So yes, you can sign up. For my fabric and my thread of the month for Australian subscribers, I am including postage in your cost so that we don't have to worry about that separately. So it's $39.80, gets you 5 threads, including postage to wherever you are in Australia. All right, friends, that's all there is from me today, other than life stuff. So if you're not interested in life stuff, thank you for watching. Moving right along. I'm not going to elaborate too much, but one of my daughters is having a very rough time with mental health and self-harm. So we've had numerous trips to the hospital. We're waiting desperately to get the right help to assist her. Mental health support in this country is horrific. It's horrible because she's only 13. She's considered too young and therefore doesn't get the help she needs. By the time we wait down in emergency, which is what we're meant to do, 8 hours passes and she's calmed right down and there's no crisis anymore. So we get sent home and the cycle just repeats. So it's very difficult at the moment. It's difficult enough that my husband and I are thinking about, well, he's given up his job that he just started because we need to have one of us available to be at home every day. If we can get her to school, then she doesn't usually end up staying. We have to go and pick her up. So we pretty much need to have either him or I available every single day of the week for her. So it's tough. I I did get some stitching done eventually on about the 5th trip to the hospital. I finally packed that cross stitch and did a little bit. Not a lot though, because I still have to help her and keep her entertained in the waiting room. But it's good. We'll get there. We will get there, but it's tough. You know, when we started fostering, we knew there'd be challenges. We didn't realise when we did the adoption that meant all the supports disappeared. So we've got a child with major trauma issues from her pre-adoptive life, from her time in foster care before us and with her biological family. And we're having to deal with all those problems now, and without the agency's support. So it's really, really difficult. But as I said, we'll get through it. We've got 3 kids to look after, and they've all got issues. So life is busy. So I haven't been on Zoom much, other than in the Australian hours. And I'm really looking forward to getting on today. Warriors has got a Strident sale happening, so I'm jumping on to host that and really looking forward to it. So thank you everyone for joining me. I look forward to catching you in a couple of weeks. Be back with the start of the month video with Laurie about the challenges, and also back with Jenny when she comes back from her trip to Paris. I'm sure she'll have lots of haul. All right, people, until I see you then, happy stitching, everyone.